What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Driving H-Town. I'm your host, Anthony. Now, for the past 15 plus years, I've been an over-the-road truck driver. I've had the privilege to meet some great people and see some beautiful places. But for the past year and a half, the market has been very ugly, so I decided to go ahead and park my truck. And for the past 8 months, I've been testing the waters on these rideshare apps. I decided to go ahead and do this full time, so sit back, and I hope you enjoy this episode of Driving H-Town.
Yeah. Okay.
Háganle una rueda, Juana, porque ya empezó a bailar. Esa morena cubana nos va a hacer hasta sudar.
I do this for my gente, yeah, I do this for my raza. I'm pulling out clean, 26s on my yanta. Versace on my shades, I got Versace on my chancla. She look like Cardi B, but she got a little.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It is December 29th, Friday evening, guys. Friday evening. It's New Year's Eve weekend. Hope everybody's been doing well. And I've been out of the loop, guys. I've been out of the loop. I think I mentioned that I was going to go see my daughter for her 21st birthday. She turned 21 last Saturday. Me and my family, or my family, we went over to Orlando and spent the week and a half with her. A lot of days at Disney. I think we went to visit. We went to Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Disney. I mean, we went to all the parks. We even went to Disney Springs, which is basically not affiliated with the park, but it is a shopping area. And man, you know, it was a blessed weekend, guys. That is a blessed thing to have when you're an independent contractor. Okay, and basically that's what we are. You know, we're a 1099 independent contractor. We can say when we want to go to work, when we can take off, how long we can take off, you know, all the 9 yards. But that is one of the blessed things to have, guys. So I did set myself up to take that time off. So it was a beautiful weekend, guys. It was a beautiful week, you know. Been out of the loop, out of rideshare, that is. Now, the weekend right before I left to Orlando, I had a pretty good week, guys. That Friday night, remember, it was raining pretty bad. I did pretty good. And then the Saturday night, which is the night that I hardly ever go out. I don't ever go out. That was my first time going out on Saturday. I did pretty good as well. And then Sunday night wasn't so hot, but I did pretty good. I think Friday night I did 247 or 257. I think Saturday night I did like 220. Now, I did only work like around, let me see if I can look it up, guys. But I do apologize for not being ready. Let me see. December 17th. That was, okay, not December 17th, but, okay, that was a Sunday, so that was Saturday night. Okay, so Saturday night I did 247.86, 161.30 on Uber, 13 trips, one tip for $10. Lyft, I did 86.56 for 6 trips, 2 tips, one for $5, the other one for $4.40, with a total of 247.86, 19 trips overall, just over 9 hours on the app. And then Monday, which was Sunday night, I did 230, 23, but that was 2 shifts combined, guys. I did one overnight. And then Monday morning, I woke up and I did a couple hours. So that was combined. And then I was off for the rest of the week because I had to get the truck ready. You know, I had to make sure everything was ready, check all the fluids, make sure all the tires were okay. In fact, I had to rotate the tires, you know, things like that. So overall, guys, the weekend right before I went on vacation, you know, was pretty good, guys. Was pretty good. You know, I can't complain. Now, I did only work a couple hours, you know, like I said, I did that split shift Sunday going into Monday night or Monday early morning, and then I woke up Monday morning, and then I did a couple hours on the app, so that was combined hours. So overall, guys, my time has been very, very successful on the app, can't complain. But then again, guys, you have to understand, you know, those who are thinking about coming on board with Uber and Lyft and whatever apps are out there, you get out of it what you put into it. All right. I don't think you can get the results that you want if you do this part-time. That's just my 2 cents. But then again, all markets are different. You know, I said it in the past, Las Vegas is different from LA. LA is different from Chicago. Chicago is different from Atlanta, and Atlanta is different from Houston. and so on and so on. So like I said, it all varies, guys. You know, all markets are different. You can't really compare. You know, all you can do is just try your best and be safe out there. So but yeah, guys, you know, I'm starting the night out. I went ahead and filled up. Right now, the fuel here in Houston, or actually in Pearland, which is outside Houston, I'm at the 7-Eleven. It's $2.59, but with my app, I get it for $2.40. I put in $35 because I had already had fuel in the truck already, so $35 kind of capped it off for me. Keeps on going away from me. But yeah, let me go ahead and reset my miles, and then I already set my prayer. And let's go ahead and see what the app has for us tonight, man. Hope everything's doing well for you guys. But let's go ahead and turn on the apps. One thing I noticed, guys, up here, see it says Antonio 5.0. Right now I'm a 5.0 rating, okay? A couple of weeks ago, guys, I was at a 4.99. I don't know what happened. You know, I did look at my ratings. Everything came out good. I had no negative comments towards me, you know, no negative marks or anything like that. So I don't know if they project this as in like how many rides you kind of cancel or turn away, to where, you know, the more you turn away, you know, the lower your driver rating is, or whatever you want to call it. But I know for sure that you have to keep it above a certain rating if you want to get like VIPs, business comfort. You know, I mean, even though you still have those categories under your name, you still have to have your rating above a certain amount to get certain rides, okay? Because I have gotten VIPs, I have gotten business comfort, and then some other things that, you know, to that nature. So luckily I'm at a 5.0 already, but like I said, a couple of weeks ago I was at a 4.99. So I don't know what happened, you know, but luckily I'm back on. So let me go ahead and turn on this bad boy. There we go. And then let me go ahead and switch over to Lyft. And then Lyft is on. Only thing that's going on right now, guys, really is going to be the Rockets game. They're in town playing home. But one thing, guys, I wanted to ask you guys, and it's 7:53. 7:53. I'm on call now, or I'm online. But one thing I wanted to ask you guys is, do you guys see a difference in quality riders from one app over the other? I'm starting to see the quality of riders. You know, one has better. I don't want to pinpoint which one it is. You know, I just wanted to see if you guys have been noticing, you know, one app over the other has somewhat better quality of passengers, you know, that come in. All right, because they can't all be ugly, right? You know, it all depends on who you pick up. It's just basically luck of the draw. So, but like I said, make sure my volume is up, and you know what? Also, make sure my squares are all checked off. And boom, look at that. It wasn't checked off. So now I'm on board. Comfort 50, Uber Pet, no thank you. Uber XL and Uber X and Share. So yeah, we're all set for tonight, guys. But yeah, you know, one thing I wanted to ask you guys is, do you guys see a quality in passengers on one app over the other? Okay, and let me clear myself. Let me clarify myself. Is, do you see a certain app that kind of like you see better? I guess I'll just go ahead and just call the white elephant in the room. You know, one app, for some reason, guys, I always have poor passengers. Either they're stinky, disrespectful, kind of shady, so to speak, you know. But it is what it is, guys. So do you guys see that? Okay, do you guys see that situation going on? So I just wanted to get my 2 cents out there and see if anybody noticed that, you know, one app over the other. Now I know they're not going to depict, you know, their customers, you know, but on your side, do you see one app over the other on, you know, quality of passengers that come into your vehicle? So but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So try and think what I have right now going on. Like I said, only thing that's going on, guys, tonight is going to be the Rockets. Of course, this weekend is going to be New Year's Eve weekend. But I'm assuming there's still going to be people out and about, man. There's always something going on in Houston. There's always something going on in Houston. Just like that one Friday night, guys. I didn't think I was going to be busy at all. Man, I was rocking and rolling, and it was pouring cats and dogs. Okay. But overall, guys, yeah, I'm online. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening. Gonna try and stay out as late as I can. Now, there was someone had posted a comment on Chicago rideshare master Hector. Okay, talking about his numbers can be better if he just go ahead and I guess push himself to stay out longer. And I chimed in and I told him, hey man, you're not the only one. Trust me. When I reach my nightly goals, my nightly goal, guys, it was between 225 and 250, 10 hours, and then as well as between 20 to 25 hours, or $20 to $25 per hour. If I can reach that $20 to $25 per hour and stay out for 10 hours, then my nightly goal will be accomplished, okay? But there's certain times, guys, to where, I'm like around 230 and 215 or whatever you want to call it, and say, you know what? And I'm already out like around 9 hours, okay? And I tell myself, you know what? I'm tired. It is what it is. But then again, guys, the time that I start kind of like hurts me also, okay? Like right now, if this was like on a Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or whatever during the business week, Monday through Thursday, 8 o'clock, and if I want to stay out for 10 hours, that might hurt me, okay? Because now I'm looking at 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to be heading home by 6 o'clock in the morning, all right? Basically, I want to be pulling into my driveway by 6 o'clock in the morning because I don't want to be caught out there. Because honestly, guys, out there at 6 o'clock in the morning, Houston, there's a lot of congestion, okay? In fact, let's check out, see what's out there, guys. Let's check out see what's out there. Let's look at other markets on how their traffic flow is, man. Where? There we are, my old app that I use for my trucker. No, thank you. Let's see the traffic flow in Houston. The traffic flow is looking pretty good. Okay, if it's green, guys, that means everything is running smoothly. Orange, that means there's like a little hesitation, but not too bad. If it's red, that means traffic is moving slow. And if it's a deep red, that means basically it's at a standstill. Okay, so that's Houston. San Antonio, there's really nothing really ever happening in San Antonio, okay, for some reason. Get that out of the way. Austin, just going up and down north to south to north. 35 is usually where you get most of the congestion. Let's check out Dallas. Dallas always has some kind of screw job going on. Oh, maybe not. Wow, look at that. Especially for Friday night, guys. Okay, especially for Friday night. Those little red dots, guys, look like it has the measles. That's just truck stops. Okay, that's just truck stops. Okay. What's this? UberX. Mount Glen. You know what? Let's go ahead and start the night, guys. Let's go ahead and start the night.
Head to your pickup at 8331 Gulf Tree LN.
So let's go ahead and pick up Marisol. Let's go pick up Marisol and see how the night starts off for us, guys. And look at that. Now Lyft jumps in the action. Okay, $4. No, sorry. And you know how the trick goes, guys. Turn that sucker off while we're running. While we're gonna go pick up Marisol. Let's go pick up Marisol and see how it goes, guys. So you know what? Let me go pick her up. Take her where she needs to go.
Turn right on Fuqua Street.
Pick her up, take her where she needs to go, and then start the evening, guys. All right? I'll let you guys know when I drop her off and see what the next action pack is going. All right? And then maybe we pick up looking at the other markets on their traffic flow. Peace out. All right, my peoples. Marisol is dropped off. Very nice lady. We talked a lot. We have something in common. Both our boys just graduated. Her boy graduated from Dobie, which is the high school right over from us, and then of course my son just graduated last year. So took her over to her friend's house because they're gonna play cards tonight. And look at that, she gave me a tip. Tippo, baby, tippo. Guys, it is very important to talk to your passengers. Get a feel for them. If they don't want to be talked to, or they're not in talking mood, then fine, give them their space. Make the evening comfortable for them. Have the music soft and nice, the climate nice and comfortable. But if they get into the car and start chatting away, by all means, man, hold that conversation because it will pay off. It will pay off tremendously, guys. And look at that $5 tippo, Now, what was that? $6, to bring her down the street, and it turned out to be $11 now. Okay, look at that, $11.16 off the bat. But Marisol, she's a very nice lady. Her son just graduated last year. We got a lot of things in common, like I said. and her boy is at school also, just like my son, but he goes to U of H, which is the University of Houston. And also right now, guys, just say Uber Pet just came in for $13, but man, you know, I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of, how can I say it? I'm kind of like not drawn to getting those pet, you know, alerts, man. I don't know how it's gonna be. Oh, in fact, let me turn back on my Lyft. Turn back on Lyft. So, and then go this way, and then maybe find a little convenience store to pull into, and then I'll wait for my next ride. Guys, I'm gonna try things different, you know, as the week. I'm only gonna work tonight, guys, because tomorrow night me and my wife are going out. One of our friends' birthday is happening. Actually, her birthday is Monday, but she's going out tomorrow night. Or actually, she's having a party tomorrow night, and then of course, obviously, Sunday is New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve, nope, sorry, we're gonna have a party at our house. Okay. Okay, I'm at Broadway, guys. Broadway, which is right down the street from the airport. Let's see what the airport has. Ooh, long wait. No senor. No senor. Okay. But anyways, guys, yeah. So I'm only going to be working tonight and then pick up on Monday night and work straight through, guys. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And depending how the week goes, maybe even Saturday, you know. But anyways, guys, like I said earlier, it's very important to conversate with your passenger, okay? Because it can pay off. $1 is $1, $5 is $5, okay? But also, that also helps your rating, guys. That also helps your rating, you know. Yes, the icing on the cake is a tip, but then for them to sit there and give you a couple of good points, you know, always will help in the long run. Okay, always will help in the long run. In fact, let me pull into this this convenient parking lot, and then just pull over to the side and then wait. But my New Year's resolution, guys. Everybody has New Year's resolution, and of course, the number one, you know, resolution is to eat better or lose weight. Those are the top two New Year's resolution. All right, is to eat better and lose weight. And of course, you got the other ones, you know, to stop drinking, stop smoking, you know, whatever you want to call it, exercise better. But you know what, guys? For me, it's going to be to push myself to do better on this app. All right. But that's also going to cause for me to start my night earlier. Okay. If I want to stay out, you know, the full amount of 10 hours, 11 hours, or whatever the case might be, you know, because that's one thing I'm not going to want to do is to be out running around, because, man, it is crazy. Like around 6 o'clock to 6:30 in the morning, man, some of these people are just like road rage city. You know, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. But you know, yeah, that's gonna be my New Year's resolution, is to push myself to stay out, to push myself to do better. You know, better on these apps. So it is what it is. You know, but yeah. So let me go ahead and cut you guys off here and see what's going on these apps, and I'll let you guys know when I drop off my next passenger. Peace out. Gracias. Adios.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. That one's done. Gulf Creek. Let's go ahead and do that one. That was Rosa. I actually, guys, crazy thing is that is like the 5th time I took the risk on doing Uber share. And all of them have been just one person going to one place. Honestly, guys, I don't know how the Uber share works, because I haven't
Make a U-turn to stay on Gulf Freeway.
I haven't tested it out to where, you know, I get a good vibe from it. So one guy, I recall a while back, I picked him up at work. He had a battery in his hand because his battery went out on his car. Another one was a guy, I can't remember exactly all of them, but all Uber shares, man, have been just one person going to one place. So not really sure exactly what the whole Uber share selection is. You know, is it
in a quarter mile, keep left onto I-45 South using the left lane.
Are you picking up 2 people, you know, A and B, and taking them to C? Or, I mean, honestly, if someone can share some light on Uber share, but all Uber shares that I've done,
Keep
guys,
left onto I-45 South.
and I want to say it's about 4, if not 5.
In a
Okay.
quarter mile, take right exit 41A onto Texas 35 toward Woodridge Drive using the right lane.
If it's not 4 to maybe 5, Uber shares, and they all have been just one person going from here to there. So, but I'm pretty sure
Take right exit 41A onto Texas 35 toward Woodridge Drive.
and I'm pretty sure that's not the whole, the whole shebang about it. Okay. One guy told me that the reason why he chooses Uber shares because we get there faster than Uber X or any other selection. If that's correct or whatever, I don't know. But this is like the 4th or 5th time that I've taken the risk on getting Uber share because I want to approach the nights different, guys, to see which one's going to be more profitable. Okay. But once again, it was just a lady going to a restaurant.
In a quarter
Rosen,
mile, turn right.
picking up Rosen and dropping it off at this taqueria. And yeah, but let me pull in here. It's gonna be behind a Whataburger. Looks like I'm going. Actually, looks like I'm going to IHOP, International House of Pancakes, and
Turn right.
Picking up Lloyd. Let's pick up Lloyd, guys. Let's pick up Lloyd. All right, guys. Lloyd is dropped off. I never met a African gentleman named Lloyd. Lloyd. But anyways, 2 guys picked him. Actually, I picked him up at a Chinese buffet that was behind the IHOP, but it was basically on the other side of the freeway. I mean, what do you expect for $3.15? So let me turn back the lift. But yeah, guys, I mean, looks like so far Uber has been keeping me busy. But then again, wow, a taco truck inside an apartment complex. That is crazy. Actually, that's pretty smart, man. Pretty smart. A taco truck inside an apartment complex. Man, speaking of taco trucks, when we were in Orlando this past week, we were right down the street from a taco truck park, and it had at least 15 or 20 taco trucks and a wide variety of food to choose from. You had Cuban food, you had African food. I didn't see. Oh, you had a couple of Cajun food out there, but it was a lot of Latin type choices. Salvadorian. I'm trying to think some other things. But anyways, guys. Yeah. I'm trying to get out of these apartment complex. And this apartment complex, there's a security. I don't think I'm gonna need to check back out when I leave. Nope. Just go straight back out. I picked up a gentleman here a couple of weeks ago, and he was mute, and I know some sign language, not that much, but some. I learned it because when I used to work for Goodwill, I was a transportation supervisor for Goodwill for 16 years. And I was in charge of a lot of my dock workers, and some of my dock workers had disabilities. And I had 2 guys. One guy was Kevin, cool guy. I call him Michael Jordan. He looked just like Michael Jordan. And then the other one was Castro. Well, actually his name was Manuel, but I called him by his last name, Castro. And we'd always pick on each other because he was a big UT fan, University of Texas, and of course I'm a big A&M fan. And he would always call A&M ATM. And I would always tell him, dude, it's not ATM. And he would tell me, and he can make sounds. He didn't really speak that very well, but he can make sounds. But he would teach me some sign language, and of course some of it was the bad ones. But anyways, yeah, I picked up a gentleman here a couple of weeks ago at this apartment complex, and he was a deaf mute gentleman. Pretty nice guy, actually. I was taking him to work, and but I was able to say hi. Of course, it's basics, sign, but then I told him, my name, and I did my little, ANTHONY. And he was like, and he was telling me, he goes, you speak sign language? And I'm like, no, just, I told him just a little bit. But anyways, guys, yeah. Hold on, let me make sure this guy makes his right turn instead of going straight. Okay, because I don't want actually it's a girl. But anyways, guys, yes, very important, like I was telling you guys earlier, very important, guys, to communicate with your passengers, man. Communicate with your passengers, because it can help you out in the long run. It can help you out in the long run. I think that's Ashley. It's funny how certain passengers, man, you remember their name. And I remember dropping off a lady here at the IHOP, because I'm coming back to where I picked up Lloyd. It's funny how certain passengers, you remember their name by going back to where you dropped them off. And I remember dropping off this girl here. Her name was Ashley. And pretty nice lady. She's a waitress at the IHOP. And but anyways, I'm here in the parking lot. Just pulled over. And in fact, let me get out of this section and move over. So, but yeah, I'm going to try some different approaches, guys. Obviously I'm not going to take every single ride, but pretty close to it. Because I want to see if not being so selective can pay off. Okay, can pay off. Now, I'm not going to take every single ride, obviously, because it would be kind of crazy. But I'm also not going to be that picky either. All right. But anyways, let me go ahead and cut you guys off. I don't want to keep these clips too long, because at the end of the night, I don't want to be limited on what can I post and what can I can't upload and stuff. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and cut you guys off now, and I'll let you guys know when I drop off my next passenger and go from there. Peace out. All right, guys, I just finished dropping off James. It's crazy how to think, or not how to think, but it's crazy to think that some of these, obviously that was on the...
In 750 feet, turn right on Hadley Street.
It was on the lift, picking up pretty close where I was waiting for my next passenger and going right down the street. But it's crazy to think that some of these passengers, man, they don't really think things through, okay? Because
turn right on Hadley Street.
Because the gentleman ordered a Lyft standard, right? Lyft standard. And I was picking him up at a Walmart. Him and his son. And he had a lot of groceries. Which to me, I don't mind, brother man needs to eat. But
what in 850 feet, turn left on Robert Street.
What if I pulled up in a small car, like a little Civic or something, some of these passengers, man, luckily I pulled up in an SUV, and that's happened quite a couple of times already, to where I pull up.
Turn left on Robert Street. And
they pull out of a store with all these groceries and packages and belongings, or whatever you want to call it, and it's like, man, what if I pulled up like in a little Honda Civic or something, I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna go pick up this next one. This next one chimed in as I was dropping off James. All right, my peoples, Jamarcus was it Lamarcus? Yeah, it was Lamarcus. Please don't tell me you're gonna turn, man. Actually, I'm right down. Oh my lord! Oh, I'm trying to get out, man. I'm trying to get out. Hold on, peoples. Hold on. I'm trying to get out. The guy forgot his key, so I wasn't able to get into the. Hold on. I need to get out. The guy forgot his key, so I wasn't able to get into the apartment complex. And so I had to back out of it, but then of course there was someone pulling in as I was trying to get out. And he lives right down the street from NRG. So let's check this one. It's about $13 comfort going to... Let's go ahead and do this one, man. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can pick it up. Nope, someone else tagged it, turn this one out back on because I needed to come to Uber side anyways, turn it back on. But anyways, yeah, I just finished dropping him off. He lives right down the street from NRG, home of the Houston Texans. There was a bowl game last night, or actually the other day. It was A&M versus Oklahoma City, or Oklahoma State, and Oklahoma State took the game. And then it says Monica is going to be here in a couple of days or a couple of weeks. Rolling Stones is coming to NRG next year. But anyways, yeah. So other than that, guys, hope everybody's been doing well. Like I said, I think in one of my previous videos, my context will get better. I am going to get a different type of camera to install in my car. I had one in my truck, guys. And look, it popped back up. I guess they didn't want it after all. Let's see if I can get it. All right, I'm tapping the screen, guys. Nothing is happening. Let's go back to the main one and let's see if it, there it goes right there. Let's see if I can get it. Still working on it. Let's see. Match in progress. Someone else snagged it. Then why did it pop back up? You know, at least I'm getting an option to tag it or not, because a couple of weeks ago, guys, I was getting pop-ups and like half a second later, man, they were snagged. It wasn't even giving me a chance to even look at what the ride was, how much it was paying. Nothing. I mean, it was like, then why even try and send it to me? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm still learning the ins and outs of this app. Sometimes when you learn everything about an app, they tweak it a little bit. So here we are. Everybody's back to square one, you know, on learning certain things. We got $4. This is going to Canyon. This is, you know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can get that one at a couple of Fazulis on our plate. And nope, someone tag it. And I'm gonna turn around at this Davis Chevrolet and make a Yui. You know. But yeah. Whew. Right now my head is in 3 different directions, guys. So I don't know what was the last conversation that we had. But yeah. There's a McDonald's on the other side of this dealership, where I'm gonna go. Trying to think the conversation, the last topic I was talking to you guys about. But anyways, let me go to this McDonald's, pull over, wait for my next ride, and I'll let you guys know when I drop off this next person. All right, guys, I'm trying it again. This is a share. Okay, this is paying like 10 and a quarter. Picking up 3.5 miles down the road, 5 minutes. 3.5 miles down the road, man, it's nothing. But when you get lights involved and construction,
just ahead, keep left onto I-610 East.
it can seem forever. But let me, especially right now, guys, around this area,
keep left onto I-610 East.
There's a lot of construction going on. In fact, me and James, the guy I picked up at Walmart, the one who had all the bags, we were talking about it because outside the Walmart there was a lot of construction. Okay, and we were just talking about how construction sites, man, they don't get their shit together sometimes. Excuse my language, but they don't get their shit together. It's like they start one phase, then they stop, and they start another phase, and then they start, and it just like basically never, seems to us it never finishes. Okay, in fact, I need to get over because this lane is gonna go turn, and I'm gonna need to go straight. See how it's not picking up exactly where my location is because there's much construction going on. But I need to turn on Cullen. So yeah, I'm gonna test it out, guys. I'm gonna test it out. Again, this is gonna be a Uber share. Let's see how this one turns out. All right, guys, Miriam is dropped off, her and her friend, and I asked her, you know, what was the reason why she picked Uber share if she was just going to one place. And she told me, she's like, well, that was the only selection that I saw. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. You know, because I told her, I said, well, you know, I mean, this hurts us as drivers, but, you know, I like to pass on the savings to the passenger themselves too. But I told them, I said, well, you know what? If you pick Uber X, it's a lot cheaper than Uber Share, because it's a different type of a category. You know, and she's like, oh, I didn't know that. She goes, but she said that she picks it because that's the only thing she sees on her choices. You know, but I told her, I said, well, have you done it in the past? She's like, yeah. She goes, even when it's just me by myself. She goes, I pick Uber Share. And I said, oh, okay. Well, I mean, what's this going? Franklin Avenue. Oh, damn it. That was going downtown, guys. But yeah, she was just telling me that she picked it because that's all she sees is Uber Share, which is kind of weird to me, you know. And I told her, I go, hey, I said, well, someone told me a while back that he picks Uber Share because we as drivers get there quicker. And she's like, she started laughing. She's like, I don't know about that. She goes, there's times for her. This is going to Pleasanton Drive. I don't know where that's at. Let's see if we can get that. Let's see if we can get that. Can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Survey set. Boom!
Head to your pickup at 7006 J Street.
Let's go pick up Angel. It's either going to be a guy or a girl. And let me turn this bad boy off. Go offline, go offline. It's either going to be Angel as a girl or Angel as a guy. You never know. What is behind door number 3? All right, guys. Angel is dropped off. Angel is dropped off. Actually, it turned out to be a guy. And pretty nice guy. He was just going back to his house. He was at his girlfriend's house for a while, so I was taking him back to his house. And while I was picking him up, this popped up. So yeah, $67.92 for a Uber XL reservation for 1 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be Katy, Texas, going to George W. Bush, or shall I say just George Bush, or Intercontinental, as some people just like to call it, Bush Airport. It says 50 miles, guys, but honestly, that's because for some reason it gives us, this is the route that it gives us when I, see Katy's over here, okay? Katy's over here. All right, you see Katy right there. It's going to tell us to go all the way into Houston, go all the way around, and then up 59 to the airport. Shit, and I think I just messed it up. But really, guys, in essence, let me fix this, guys. What I normally do, and it knocks off like 13 miles. It knocks off 13 miles. So when I go pick up the people, okay, because I've done it a couple of times, picking up people in Katy, Cinco Ranch, Fulshire. I come into Houston, okay, and then I get on the Beltway. The Beltway's right here. Okay, this is Beltway 8. Okay, and go all the way around. Right into the airport. And it knocks off 13 miles, guys. It knocks off 13 miles. I don't know why it tells us to go that route. It's beyond me, guys, you know, to be honest with you. But yeah, so 1 o'clock, or it actually tells me to head that way about around 12 something. So yeah, like around 12 o'clock, I'm gonna start heading that way to start picking up some people in that area. Right now it's only 10:40. But yeah, guys, I mean, so far so good. My night has been going out pretty good. In fact, this is you know what, let me go ahead and jump on this one. It's right down the street. Let's go pick up Keelan. All right, guys. Neelan, I think
In
that was his name.
3/4 of a mile, turn right on North Freeway Frontage Road.
Neelan is dropped off. I think that was his name. I picked him up at Amazon and dropped him off at home. And he's like, man, he goes, I've been working hard for the past couple of weeks. He goes, now that I'm off the weekend, he goes, I don't want to see that place until I come back. which is after New Year's. So, but yeah. And then as I was dropping them off, this one popped up. Her name is Lisa. This is actually an XL, so I'm assuming since I'm going to Walmart, I'm picking up a shopper. I think, how much was it? It's not even going to tell me, but it was like $13. The distance wasn't that very far. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. You know, in fact, I'm right down the street to where me and my wife are going to go tomorrow night. One of our friends, like I said, her birthday is coming up. Actually, her birthday is Monday, but she's celebrating it tomorrow night. Her brother, and we've seen his band before, and they play pretty good.
Turn right on North Freeway Frontage Road.
They play all kinds of music, and their main cover songs is going to be like Journey, Def Leppard, Foreigner, basically just classic rock from the 80s and stuff like that, you know. And
in 900 feet, take the ramp on the right for I-45 South.
They're called Mr. Charlie, I think. Mr. Charlie or Mr. Charles, one of those two. But anyways, it's our friend and her brother's playing at this ice house tomorrow night, and that's where we're gonna go. And
in a quarter of a mile, merge left on I-45 South.
And since it's on the other side of town, which is where I'm at right now, I'm on the north side of Houston, up here close to Greens Point, aka Guns Point. We got a room. We got a room at this
in
hotel.
2.1 miles, use the right lane to take exit 59 toward West Road.
Yeah, when I saw Kirkendall and Ella, I was like, oh, we're going to be here tomorrow night. Okay. It's a nice house down the street from where we're staying at the hotel. We stayed at the hotel before because there's a club that we go to, and it's on the opposite side of Houston. So what we normally do is we get a room, and then just basically just me and my wife just spend the night together. Well, not spend the night together, but we just basically just chill, you know, after the club and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go pick up Lisa. I think this Walmart's off West Road, if I'm correct, which is where I went down the street to go drop off Angel. If it's West Road, yep, that's it, exactly. So, but yeah, let me go pick up Lisa, take her where she needs to go, which is probably gonna be home, and then go from there. So I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Peace out. All right, guys. Lisa and her crew are dropped off. So it was 4 girls that are gonna start the New Year's early. They got some groceries. And in fact, let's see what this one is. $5. Let's go pick this one up. Pick it up. What's that, Yucatan liquor stand?
In a quarter of a mile, turn right on Airline Drive.
When it rains, it pours, baby girl. Turn you off, baby, because I already accepted one. Don't want to mess with my ratings. But anyways, yeah, I picked up Lisa and her girlfriend, so it was 4 girls. I want to make sure they didn't leave anything behind. Make sure they don't leave my truck smelling like nalgas. But anyways, yeah, they were getting some things at Walmart for the weekend. Apparently, they're having a little get together with their homies. But anyways, yeah. But now I'm gonna go pick up Yesenia. Was it Yesenia? Was that the name that popped up? Really don't know. But anyways, man, some of these streets are back here are nice and tight. No way can I get an 18-wheeler through these streets. Okay. Probably not even a bobtail, which is basically just the truck itself. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go pick up.
Turn right on Airline Drive.
I think the name was Yesenia. But yeah, so far so good, guys. So far so good. The night is going okay so far. I'm not gonna jinx myself.
In 650 feet, turn right on Memory Lane.
Even though that black cat crossed our paths. But it is what it is, guys. You gotta think positive. Positive vibes. Positive thinking, positive vibes. Out with the bad, in with the good. Energy. Okay.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right on North Freeway Frontage Road.
One thing you guys have to understand, is that going back to what I said earlier, is that to make these apps, man, these apps work in your favor, you almost have to treat it, even though you're a 1099 self-contractor, your own boss, or whatever you want to label yourself, right? But the truth of the matter is, you are a self-independent contractor, okay? And you fall under the category of a 1099, okay? So you have to do your own taxes. But aside from that, guys, you know, you're your own boss, right? You call the shots. But in order to make these apps work in your favor, you almost have to treat this, or I won't say almost, you really have to do, you know, you have to treat this as a job, okay? You have to be strong-minded to have a consistent, somewhat schedule to work with. You can't sit there, oh, today I'm gonna start at, you know, oh, today I'm gonna, you know, you almost have to basically find your little niche, because like I said, all markets are different. All markets are different, okay? Some
Turn right on North Freeway Frontage Road.
Some have different times of the day where they hit. Boom, 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 right? I mean, obviously, all the markets, Friday and Saturday nights, are probably gonna be popping, right? They're gonna probably be popping. But other than that, guys, there's gonna be certain times
in a quarter of a mile, take the ramp on the left for I-45 North.
Certain times of the days where it's gonna be popping, others that, you know, more than other markets, right? But you have to treat it as a job. Okay, you have to be strong-minded to work a certain type of schedule and
take the ramp on the left for I-45 North
and stick to that schedule. All right, stick to that schedule. All right, because you can't be wishy-washy.
In 900 feet, merge left on I-45 North.
Okay, you can't be wishy-washy, because it's not going to build a consistent.
In a quarter of a mile, take exit 60A toward FM 525, Aldine Bender Road.
It's not going to build a consistent, how can I say this, consistent, you're not going to build a consistent result, all right? You're not going to get your consistent findings, so to speak. You know, I can't think of the word.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right.
But, I mean, you can't sit there and, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, like me, I always start the night somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. And I always end it around 5:30. Okay? Yeah, there's times where I stop maybe at 4:30 or whatever the case might be. But you almost have to be strong-minded to have those hours to where it's going to be consistent. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Yeah, you're on your own boss. Okay? No one's taking that away from you. All right? You call the shots, so to speak. Okay? But in order for these apps to work in your favor, you have to be consistent. You have to treat this as a job, because that's what it is. It's a job. All right. So
turn right, then take a slight right.
Let me pick up Yesenia. I think that's her name. Looks like I'm picking her up at a taqueria, so she might be a waitress. All right. But anyway, let me pick her up real quick, and I'll check back with you guys. All right, guys. I just finished dropping off Yesenia, and in the middle of Yesenia's drop off, I got a add-on to go pick up some guy named Vaughn, and which was like maybe, in fact, that's the same one right there. No, actually it's a little bit further up ahead. I didn't, honestly, guys, I didn't feel comfortable. There's a reason why this place is called Guns Point. Okay. There's a reason why this place is called Guns Point, so let me just leave it at that. So right before I turned in to where I was supposed to pick up this gentleman, there was more of them there was of me. So let me see what this one's about. All right. Sometimes, guys, we
in
just have to be careful.
550 feet, take a slight right on North Freeway Frontage Road. Then turn left on North Freeway in a quarter of a mile. Use the left 2 lanes to turn left on North Freeway Frontage Road.
Chase. All right, guys, I just dropped off. Actually, her name was Melissa, a first-time single mom. I picked her up at Chase because her roommate, not her roommate, sorry, check that. Her friend dropped her off, or was dropping her off, and that's where they can drop her off. I don't know. It seemed kind of fishy. But anyways, a young girl with a baby that just turned 1, the 24th, and I was like, wow. I said my daughter was the 23rd, and she just turned 21. You know, but overall, guys, yeah. I thought her name was gonna be Chase, and I thought the picture was throwing me off, because there's times where I've picked up a certain passenger thinking that it was a person of the picture, and turned out to be someone different, using that picture as in someone that they want to look like, meaning as in like either this person was a cross-dresser or a how do you want to call it, a transvestite. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I have nothing against them, you know. But yeah, it was just kind of weird. Okay, but I thought it was, the person's name was Chase, and actually no, it wasn't Chase. It was her name was Melissa. So very nice girl. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna run into the store real quick and use the restroom. All right, guys, just dropped off Thomas. Him and his wife were moving from one hotel to another hotel, and now I have to hurry up to go pick up my reservation. Said I'm gonna get there about 12:53, and my reservation is for 1 o'clock, so should be all right. Still waiting for my app to kick in. Usually it kind of chimes in and saying, hey, start heading towards, there it is right there. Hello. I'm waiting for my the address to chime in so I can start heading, you know. And not only that, I'm gonna look at the address and put it in Google Maps on my phone to see which one is a lot quicker. Because as you guys know, sometimes these apps kind of give you the long way around. And yeah, so all I know, it's off Haley Ray Lane. So we'll see. All right, guys, I'm on my way to go pick up Christnot. I believe that's how you say the person's name. I'm assuming this is a Middle Eastern person, but then again, you never know. But let me tell you guys the reason why I chose this or accepted this reservation. You know, it's at 1 o'clock, and I'm probably gonna drop them off no later than maybe 1:40. I know there's not gonna be that much traffic, knock on wood, because it's still gonna be early in the morning. Now if it was gonna be early, now if it's gonna be like around 6 o'clock, or maybe, yeah, that's a little bit different. Okay, but 1 o'clock on the Beltway, hardly anybody's gonna be in my way. But look at it this way, guys. Look at it this way. I was 30 minutes away, a little bit over 30 minutes away from where I was at when I dropped off Thomas. All right. I knew where I was going, but I just didn't have the address. So I started heading that way. So that's, let's just say 40 minutes. 40 minutes to go pick them up. The details, this is what the details say. $67.92. The trip detail is 57 miles for 54 minutes. Something along that line. But that's because it's going to send me around Houston and not 59. I'm not going to be going 59. I'm going to be going where I'm on right now. I'm on the Beltway. So it's going to knock off like around 12 miles. 12 minutes, basically. So that's why I'm assuming I'm going to drop them off probably
in 2 miles, keep right onto I-10 West.
40 minutes. All right. So this is the reason why I accepted this ride. My goal, like I said earlier, guys, my goal is between $20 to $25 an hour. That is my goal. Some of you guys think I'm lowballing it. Some of you guys might think, hey, that's a good number. But there's a couple of things, you know, that I put into effect why I came up with that number. So let's just say total for this particular ride, because I turned off Lyft, right? So now my main focus is just on this one particular passenger or passengers. Okay, so let's just say an hour. Okay, 35 minutes to go pick them up, 45 minutes to go drop them off. So an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. My goal, like I said, is between $20 to $25 an hour. I'm getting paid just under $68 for this one ride. Even if it took me 2 hours.
In a half mile, keep right onto I-10 West using the right 2 lanes.
Even if it took me 2 hours for this ride, all right, I'm still going to be winning. So really, guys, my goal has surpassed on this one particular ride for that 1 hour. You guys follow me?
Keep right onto I-10 West.
So you kind of have to like know your numbers.
In a half mile, keep right onto I-10 West using the right lane.
You have to know your numbers on how you want to run your rideshare business. Okay, you can't just be accepting every single little thing here and there. You know, you have to know your numbers, dumbass. You know, you kind of have to know your numbers. Okay.
Keep right onto I-10 West.
Now, obviously, don't accept every single ride, because you are going to be losing at the end. On some rides, that is, on some rides. Okay. But like I said in some of my earlier videos, there are certain rides I'm going to take that make sense to put me in certain areas to where I know I can get good rides. Now, I'm going to be a selective driver because there's certain rides I'm not going to take because for safety reasons. Kind of like the one from earlier. Okay. But that's the reason why I chose this ride, or this particular fare, because it was $68. For the time that I want to invest in it, I'm going to win big time. All right, because my goal is between $20 and $25 an hour. So let's just say an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes that I'm going to invest my time with this passenger or this fare. Okay. Even if it was paying $50, I would still be winning. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. You have to know your numbers. You have to do your CPMs, which is basically cent per mile, but not necessarily cent per mile. Or let's just go ahead and call it dollar per mile. Your DPMs. Your DPMs. You have to know your DPMs in order to be successful. All right. That's one thing I wanted to share with you guys. I kind of want to give you guys why I chose this particular fare. Okay. So let me go pick up Chris Nat, however you want to pronounce their name. My guess is going to be a Middle Eastern person. They're in Katy, right off Cane Island, which is right off where Buc-ee's is at. If you guys know Texas, you guys know Buc-ee's. Or some people like to pronounce it Bushy's, but the correct pronunciation is going to be Buc-ee's. And no, it's not a gopher, it's a beaver. But anyways, guys, yeah, let me go pick up this passenger, and I'll let you guys know when I drop him off. But my guess is I'm going to drop him off like around 1:45. Let's shoot for 1:45, guys. 1:45. Okay, do I hear 1:45, 1:45, 1:50, 1:50? Anyways, guys, we all got to be high, guys. We all got to be high in life, okay? High in life, okay? You know it. You see it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Hector cracks me up sometimes, man. One day, brother, we'll meet, okay? But, yeah, like I was telling you, Hector, let's get that little contest going, man, just for shits and giggles. You know what contest I'm talking about. The weekly contest, kind of push ourselves, motivate ourselves, maybe we can get 2 more other drivers involved. But yeah, but anyways, yeah, let me go pick up this person and go on to the next one. Peace out. All right, my peoples. Christoph, that's how you pronounce his name. And I was right. He is Middle Eastern. It was him, his wife, and his 2 daughters. They're flying to San Francisco. They were here for Christmas, visiting his brother, and then they're gonna go visit, I believe, an aunt, and spend New Year's in San Francisco. They're originally from Albany, New York. Well, actually, they were from India, but they live here in the United States. And that's $67 in the pocket, guys. Plus, shall I say, where he is. A tippo. So really, in essence, the ride was $87. $87, guys, for an hour. Oh, sorry, I gotta put my seatbelt on. Which is good, guys, because I want to get something to eat. And honestly, I think this Whataburger coming up here is gonna be open. But yeah, they were a nice family. Me and Christoph, he sat in front because all the luggage that was in the back, and then his wife and his 2 daughters were in the back, in the second row, and then he sat in the front with me. So yeah, very nice people, very nice family. They're gonna 59. I gotta go this way. Airport exit. Oh, that's right. I'm on the Terminal C side. Usually I come out of the Terminal A. Terminal A, there's a different exit when you go to the freeway. But overall, guys, yeah. Heading to the wait lot. I'm not going to the wait lot, guys. I'm not going to sit there because there's nothing really happening coming out. Okay, now going in, yeah. People are leaving. But there's no arrivals right now, guys. And there's not going to be any arrivals at the moment. But overall, I'm going to go to this either Jack and a Crack or Whataburger that's down the road. Alright, guys, I just finished dropping off Chase and his buddy. And
in a quarter of a mile, turn right on Leighton Ridge Drive.
Picked them up, and they were coming from a bonfire they had with some friends. And kind of cool little 2 little dudes. Now I'm gonna go pick up this one ride, 8 minutes away, 3.5 miles. This one is paying like around $24, if I remember correctly. Let me see if when I stop, I can show you guys. But this is going towards...
Turn right on Leighton Ridge Drive, then turn left on Preston Knoll Drive.
This is going towards downtown. So, yeah, downtown around 3 o'clock in the morning. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay.
In 250 feet, turn left on Preston Knoll Drive, then turn right on Loggia Lane.
I want to see it real quick because I want to say it's Westheimer. Hold on. Nope, it's not going to show me. But anyways, nope, it's not going to show me. Alright, guys, I just finished dropping off Tola. 5 girls, I guess from Nigeria. That is one thing about Houston, guys. We have a very, very wide, diverse community. So if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, very young, attractive girls out in the town. And some of them fell asleep in the back because I heard one snoring. Is this place open? Hopefully, because I need to use the restroom. But yeah, I just finished dropping off Tola, Tola, and that ride was $24. And I want to make sure they don't leave anything behind, because sometimes when they got out of the car that quick, and trust me, some of the stuff that some of these girls were wearing, wow. But anyways, it is what it is, guys. Let me go ahead and run in the store real quick and use the restroom, and I'll get back with you guys in a second. All right, my peoples. That is a wrap just dropped off Sam and his son at the airport, which is right next to my house. As some of you guys might know, I only live like 10 minutes away from the airport. But let me see if something pops up as I'm heading out, because, well, I'm not gonna get anything on the Uber side, because the Uber side thinks I'm gonna go. There you go. Miss Sam gave me a $5.16 tip. But let me see if I get. Can I get out of this? I wonder if there's a way I can say that, you know what, I'm not going to the lot. Get me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Give me some rides, because I'm not going. But yeah, Sam and his son are going back to Dallas. I was supposed to pick up, forgot the Lawana. That one was paying $13 going to Bush Airport, and I took it. You know, I was going to take it, and on my way to go. Actually, I was like maybe 2 blocks away from picking her up, and boom, got canceled. And then as I was slowly kind of passing up the Hilton, which is where I was supposed to pick her up, Sam's ride popped up, which was like 2 blocks over. So I picked him up, and he was going to Hobby Airport, which is, of course, the airport that's close to my house. But other than that, guys, yeah, I'm pretty much done for the night. Okay, pretty done. Much done for the night. It's almost 5 o'clock. Go home, get some rest. Got some things to do at the house, but I still have my apps open to see something comes through. You never know. But the closer I get home, then I'm gonna turn off the app, because there's no point of me pulling into the driveway and then something comes up. and I did pretty good from what I saw earlier. Obviously, I got that one scheduled, ride. The Indian people. That was $67. So that helped out tremendously. But overall, guys, all this music that's in my videos, okay, I do not own the rights to. Okay, right now this is Maxwell. So this is $7. Airport. Okay, I just left the airport. Going to Yellowstone. Right, that's going back into town. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off the apps, guys. I'm going to turn off the apps. Okay, guys. Okay, I am home. I am home. Just went over my numbers, and let's take a look, guys. Let's take a look. All right. Now, for my night was $151.48, but let's go ahead and break it down. Let's break it down. Earnings. See details. This is combined, because remember I told you I just came off of my vacation. So it's going to be 8 trips total, because there's 6 right there and there's 2 right there. So when you combine them together, 148.48, 8 trips. Just shy of 9 hours online, because I never turn off my I never go offline on Uber. Okay, so 148.51, and then I think I had already a couple of dollars, maybe like $3 on my Uber app. I don't recall. And then on my Lyft, let's see the breakdown on that. It's 86.87 was my total numbers on that one. Let's go ahead and break down the these are all my rides for this evening. Not too bad, guys, not too bad. $5, $7, 4, 8, 5, 4, 8, 18, and 26. No tips. Okay, no tips. But it is what it is, guys. You know. So let's go ahead and look at the total numbers. Okay, and remember. I had that $20 cash tip. Okay. So this is what I did. All right. Let's go ahead and take away $3 for that 171 because I had $3 already in the bank, so to speak. Okay, completely forgot about it. So 8 trips, 3 tips on Uber. That last one right there where it says $20, that was a cash tip. Okay. And then on the Lyft side, 86.87 for 9 trips, no tips. For a total of 258. So let's go ahead and say 255. 255.35 for 17 trips. Online, just shy, like I said, just shy of 9 hours. Averaging around, give and take, around $28 an hour. All right. $28 an hour. Wasn't a bad night, guys. What really helped me out was that one reserve schedule pickup on the Uber side. Let's see if I can go ahead and find it. See details. Activity. It was that one right there. Okay, and he gave me that, like I said, $20 cash tip. So, not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Okay, take that any day. You know, any numbers are truly a blessing. But like I said, you can only get out of it on what you put into it. You don't put anything into it, you're not gonna get good results. All right. But it is what it is. Didn't really turn that many rides away. I did turn away that one ride that I didn't feel too comfortable. Okay, I'm not gonna risk my safety for just, I think I was only paying like $4. So yeah. But overall, guys, it was not too bad of a night. Okay, not too bad of a night. 255, you know, take away the $3. 255 for just 9 hours, averaging around $28 an hour. Yeah, guys, you know, I think it was a good night. So I go ahead and end it here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a good night out there on the apps. Okay, and I'll talk to you guys soon.